You found the big cheer.
I found it. I didn't hit the fart button.
Okay, good.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Stephanie Miller Show. Ms. Miller is coming home today.
Yes,
Her
she is.
mommy is okay.
Her mom came through the surgery with flying colors.
Flying colors. She's really good at gaslighting Stephanie Jr.
Yes.
She's very good at that. And I'm Jody Hamilton, sitting in for the lady.
And I'm Chris Lavoie. Travis is on vacation this week.
Right, so we're both doing two things right now. I was going to be here today anyway.
Right.
But
that's why it may look a little bit different on Free Speech TV.
Right.
We just have a two-shot of the two of us.
Right.
My face is gigantic.
Poor
and I
Chris
don't like
does
that.
not like his shot.
No.
I told him to put up just a photo because he's so pretty. So yeah, we're both sitting in for Stephanie and Travis.
And we're not going to hit each other.
No, I have those though. No, we plan on never slapping one another. Hi. That was weird.
That seems to be the only thing that people are talking about this morning.
I know, we have so much more. I have a pile of stuff. There's more important things, I think. But for those of you that watch the Oscars, that was one of the last things I saw last night.
Well, I started watching the Oscars. It's at 5 o'clock. And
right. Thank God they do it live now.
Yeah, they do it. Well, they've always done it live here in Los Angeles.
I don't remember it always being tape delayed until a few years back.
Yeah.
Since social media, they started doing it live and then tape delayed later.
But in Los Angeles, it's always been live because it's
live.
It's the industry here.
Right.
But I fell asleep shortly after the Oscar. I watched the opening monologue. I thought it was fine.
It's fine.
And then I fell asleep and I woke up to the overnight news on ABC, and they were like, I'm like, what the hell did I miss last night? Holy crap.
Well, I watched that as it happened.
We should probably...
So for those of you that didn't watch the Oscars or don't have social media...
Right. Or aren't on Twitter.
Or not on Twitter, or even the Facebooks.
Right.
Or the Instagrams or any of those things. Or the Weemies or whatever it is that you don't pay attention to.
Right.
Last night, Chris Rock came out to present the documentary award, which, by the way, if you haven't seen Summer of Soul, see it.
Yep.
It is amazing.
Yep.
Questlove, God bless him, earned that award very much so. So he went up to present that award, and during that time, because he has hosted the Oscars before, he's used to telling jokes about people.
Yep.
I did like how they set up everybody last night. That was nice.
Yeah, it was a little bit of social distancing.
It was smart how they did that. It was also very pretty.
Yeah.
But regardless, he got up and he made a very stupid joke about Jada Pinkett's hair.
Right. And she's famously bald.
She's bald and has been for a while, and apparently she publicly came out with the news that she has alopecia, which is devastating for anybody that gets it. So she keeps her hair shaved because it looks better that way, and I agree.
And she was beautiful last night.
She's stunningly beautiful. And he made a terrible joke about her regarding
G.I. Jane,
which is really not...
it's not the best joke in the world.
A, it's not the best joke, and two, not timely.
No, not at all.
So it was a bad joke all the way around.
Yeah.
And initially, the director went, shoot Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, and Mr. Smith was laughing initially. There are screenshots of it. I watched it. And so I'm like, okay, and you could tell she was not happy with it.
She rolled her eyes because I think she's heard jokes like this before.
And,
Yeah.
So I don't think she was as upset necessarily, but she was not pleased.
Right.
And that's fine. And then within about 45 seconds, I think it was, Smith walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock kind of hard. If you see the still shot of it, you can see the handprint almost on his face. And when you saw it, it was just a straight shot of Chris Rock. So I didn't even know what had happened initially.
Right.
But then all of a sudden you couldn't hear anybody talking.
Because the Academy in the United States, they censored all of it.
So somebody was the Chris Lavoie or Sean Comiskey and had to dive under their desk.
Yes.
In the booth, and hopefully didn't hurt their head. They were looking for a girl from Ipanema, but they couldn't find it.
It aired uncensored in
many other countries.
And we have a clip of it. Well, I had to censor the words.
Right.
But here it is uncensored. The moment when Will Smith comes up and slaps Chris Rock.
Right.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the out of me. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
That was just and
Yeah.
initially
and that was from a Japanese,
right,
yeah,
obviously.
as you could tell.
And when I was watching it as it was happening, I'm like, my head tilted. I was like,
Is
was
this a bit?
staged? I thought it was a bit. At
Everybody
first.
in that room thought it was a bit.
Yeah. Until it
Which
wasn't.
is why there was that nervous laughter.
Everybody was like, what did
what's going on?
It seemed like it was a bit. And then the Academy tweeted something very interesting within minutes after that. There wasn't a problem during rehearsals. So was the joke there during rehearsals? And if so, was Will Smith there and didn't care? I don't understand why they said anything about
would be there during
right.
rehearsals.
That's why I was
Yeah.
like, what does it matter if it was during rehearsal or
Right,
not? Because
right.
if Will Smith was not there, who cares what the reaction would? Unless there was no reason for Smith to have been there.
No reason at
But
all.
did he present at all last night? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
So, but regardless, he went up and slapped him because apparently he was upset about the joke with his wife. And the reaction has been interesting. AG and a lot of other women that have been abused did not like the fact that he was a manly man that will hit another man and the caveman. And I agree with that. That was very caveman-y.
A friend of mine who had been in an abusive relationship said that if anyone defends violence because they did it out of love, run the other way.
Yeah. And that was his, when he ended up winning the Best Actor award.
We have the audio
Let's
of
listen
him,
to
of him
that,
saying
yeah.
that.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
Yeah. That's where I draw
Yeah,
that line. And literally, because Lonnie was in another room watching something not the Oscars.
Yes.
And
as Lonnie is wont to do.
As Lonnie is wont to do, because we're not up for it, so why are we
Right,
watching?
exactly.
I'm not up for that award. So I walked into the bedroom. I said, Will Smith I thought he had punched him, actually. I didn't realize
It looked like he
was,
punched him,
It
but
was
it
a
was just a
slap.
slap.
Regardless, it was.
Yeah. It was an assault.
It was. And
And Chris Rock declined to press charges.
he has so far, yes.
So
and he
far.
probably will continue with that,
We'll see.
probably. I walked in and I said, I'm not sure if it was a bit. And I said, initially, Will Smith did laugh. I mean, I watched it. I was like, he laughed. And then
But have you ever been in a situation where it's been really, really uncomfortable and you have a reaction of nervous laughter?
well, yes, and that's normally what happens when people are ribbed from somebody on stage.
And then you have a chance to think about it and you're like, wait a minute,
Right.
this is not right.
Right.
And I think that was probably Will Smith's thought process last, and he took it way too far.
He did. And what did you get the Denzel Washington quote by any chance?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Apparently, I don't have the exact quote, but he said to Will Smith during commercial, I guess, it's when I'm going to completely mess this up, but basically, when things are at their best, sometimes the devil comes out. It was along those lines.
Okay.
A lot of people pulled him aside. His publicist went immediately to him for obvious reasons.
Well,
they're going to
that's
need
the publicist's job.
He's going to be on some interview shows soon, talking about this because he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Because this can mess up his career potentially.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know how to. It was a dumb joke. It was a terrible joke.
It was a terrible joke. And I think had Will Smith just stayed in his seat and shouted, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth.
Right.
I think people would have looked more kindly on Will Smith and his defense of his wife. Mm-hmm. It was the assault that went too far.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I like I said, I had no idea that she had alopecia, and it's been very public. It's on her Instagram, apparently.
Mm-hmm. I just don't follow.
I don't follow most celebrity stuff, so they're in that group of people that, I love her work. I love his work. So it's I don't read rags. I don't follow. The only Instagrams I follow are with animals.
The dodo?
Yeah, just I don't, I follow Travis because he makes great drinks.
Right.
My Instagram is mainly photographs of my cat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But in general, I don't follow the Insta. It's not my cup of tea. So I had no idea. And neither did I watch her show that I guess was on YouTube or on her own
It was
thing.
on Facebook Watch.
On Facebook. I've never watched her show.
Yeah.
So I had no clue. And alopecia is a horrible autoimmune disorder, apparently.
Right. Especially, if one is defined by their hair.
And women
It's a
in
lot of
general.
women and women in general, and especially black women.
And that's the other thing with Chris Rock. He did produce a documentary called Good Hair. So he should have really
About black
known.
women's hair.
Specifically black women's hair. So I think he really should have known better than
Yep.
to, but it may not have been written. It might have just been off the cuff as well, looking at her. I don't know.
Yes.
Because they do that.
They do that.
I mean, a lot of comedians will do that.
Yeah.